Good evening, Chiefs Kingdom, and buckle up because tonight we're diving into a story that blends legacy, star power, and the future of one of the most magnetic personalities the NFL has ever seen. Here's a question that's been buzzing from locker rooms to living rooms across America. When Travis Kelce finally hangs up the cleats, what's next? And maybe just as important, how close are we to that moment? Let's set the scene. The Kansas City Chiefs, the modern gold standard of the National Football League. For Super Bowl championships 1969, 2020, 2023, and 2024. A dynasty built under the steady, brilliant hand of head coach Andy Reid. A quarterback in Patrick Mahomes who has already rewritten the record books and still looks like he's just getting started. And right at the heart of this era, catching passes, throwing blocks, firing up crowds, and delivering in the biggest moments, stands Travis Kelce. Now, when legends talk about legends, people listen. And that's exactly what happened when Tony Gonzalez, arguably the greatest tight end in NFL history, weighed in on Kelce's future. Gonzalez, a Hall of Famer who once defined the position in Kansas City before seamlessly transitioning into a successful media career, didn't hedge. He didn't dance around it. He said it plainly. Travis Kelce, in his view, is destined for life in media. Gonzalez recently shared his thoughts in a conversation that's been echoing throughout the football world. And remember, this is a man who knows the road intimately. Gonzalez went from torching defenses at Arrowhead to breaking down games on television, and he sees the same path unfolding for number 87. In Gonzalez's words, there's no assumption about it. Kelce is already doing it. The personality, the charisma, the comfort in front of a camera, it's all there. And honestly, Chiefs fans, does that surprise anyone? This is the same Travis Kelce who lit up Saturday Night Live, who commands attention whether he's on a football field or a podcast microphone, who can flip from intense competitor to quick-witted entertainer in a heartbeat. Alongside his brother Jason Kelce, the Philadelphia Eagles legend, Travis co-hosts one of the most popular sports podcasts on the planet. Millions tune in not just for football talk, but for the chemistry, the humor, the authenticity. That's not something you teach. That's something you have. But before we fast forward too far, let's slow it down and appreciate the football side of this equation, because Travis Kelce the player is still very much part of the Kansas City Chiefs' present, and possibly their future. At 36 years old, he's operating in rare air. Tight end is a punishing position. You block defensive ends one play, run receiver-like routes the next, and absorb contact on nearly every snap. And yet, Kelce continues to be a focal point of Andy Reid's offense. This Chiefs offense, by the way, is a masterclass in modern football design. Reid's system thrives on spacing, misdirection, and timing. Patrick Mahomes, the quarterback, the on-field general and play-calling leader, extends plays, reads defenses on the fly, and delivers throws from angles that still leave defensive coordinators shaking their heads. And in the red zone, that critical area inside the opponent's 20-yard line, Kelce remains Mahomes' security blanket. The connection between those two isn't just chemistry. It's trust built through countless reps, playoff runs, and championship moments. Think back to the Super Bowl victories. In 2020, when the Chiefs reintroduced themselves as champions of the modern era. In 2023 and 2024, when they silenced doubters and cemented a dynasty. Time and again, in the biggest moments, Mahomes looked for Kelce. Third and long, 2-minute drill, season on the line. That's where legends earn their stripes. Statistically, Kelce's resume stacks up with anyone who's ever played the game. Multiple 1,000-yard seasons as a tight end. Playoff records. Pro Bowls. All pros. When you compare him to his peers, past and present, the gap is clear. Even as younger tight ends enter the league with speed and athleticism, Kelce's football IQ and route running keep him a step ahead. Analysts often say he runs routes like a wide receiver in a tight end's body, and that's not hyperbole. Now let's zoom out, because Chiefs football has always been about more than numbers. It's about atmosphere. Gayha Field at Arrowhead Stadium, one of the loudest venues in professional sports. The tomahawk chops slicing through the air. Red and gold as far as the eye can see. From the legends of the past, Len Dawson commanding the huddle, Derek Thomas terrorizing quarterbacks, Tony Gonzalez redefining a position, to today's stars, this franchise understands continuity. It understands honoring the past while embracing the future. That's why Gonzalez's comments resonate so deeply. He's not just talking as an analyst. He's talking as part of the Chiefs' lineage. He acknowledged that Kelce hasn't made a final decision about retirement. And that's important. Chiefs owner Clark Hunt has been open about wanting Kelce to continue playing. The organization knows what he brings, not just statistically, but emotionally. Leadership in the locker room, confidence in high-pressure situations. A tone setter for younger players like Isaiah Pacheco, whose relentless running style embodies the Chiefs' toughness, and for defenders like Chris Jones, the anchor of a defensive front that has quietly become one of the league's most disruptive units. Defensively, Kansas City has evolved. Under Steve Spagnuolo, the Chiefs have leaned into aggressive pressure packages, versatile coverages, and a belief that defense still wins championships. Chris Jones collapsing pockets, linebackers disguising blitzes, safeties rotating late. It's a chess match every week, and it complements an offense that can strike from anywhere on the field. Back to Kelce, though, because the off-field storyline is impossible to ignore. His relationship with global superstar Taylor Swift has pushed him into a different stratosphere of pop culture. Jerseys flying off shelves, camera shots during games, conversations that extend far beyond sports radio. Some purists scoff, but here's the truth. Travis Kelce has become one of the most recognizable athletes on the planet, and he's handled it with balance. Teammates say he's still the same guy in the huddle. Coaches say his preparation hasn't slipped. And fans? Fans just keep cheering. Earlier this month, reports surfaced suggesting that Kelce wants to do games as an analyst when his playing days are over. That lines up perfectly with Gonzalez's assessment. Jason Kelce has already stepped into an ESPN role and earned praise for his insight and authenticity. Tony Gonzalez himself paved the way. And now it feels like only a matter of time before Travis follows suit, whether that's in the broadcast booth, on a studio desk, acting, podcasting, or all of the above. A fictional quote from a former Chiefs assistant coach sums it up perfectly. Some guys have to learn how to talk the game. Travis is the game. He explains it by living it. Another longtime fan outside Arrowhead put more simply, I'll miss him on Sundays, but I'll still want to hear what he has to say. So what does this mean for the Chiefs moving forward? In the short term, it's business as usual. If Kelce returns for another season under offensive coordinator Eric Bieniemy, expect Reid to continue scheming ways to maximize his impact while managing his workload. More motion, more stack formations, more opportunities to exploit mismatches against linebackers and safeties. And with Mahomes still in his prime, the Super Bowl window remains wide open. In the long term, though, the Chiefs are staring at another transition point. Every dynasty faces them. The question isn't whether change is coming. It's how well you prepare for it. Kansas City has shown time and again that it's proactive, not reactive. Drafting, developing, adapting. That's how you stay on top in a league built for parity. As for Travis Kelce, the sky really does seem to be the limit. Whether he chooses to play 1 more year, 2 more years, or decides that the time is right to ride off into the sunset, one thing is clear. He won't be gone from football. Not really. His voice, his perspective, his energy, they're too valuable. Tony Gonzalez sees it, the league sees it, and deep down, Chiefs Kingdom probably sees it too. So enjoy every snap, every catch, every spike, every roar of the Arrowhead crowd, because we're watching history right here, right now. And when the next chapter begins, whether it's in a broadcast booth or on a studio set, you can bet it'll be just as entertaining. This is Chiefs football. This is legacy in motion. And the story is far from over. Stay tuned, Chiefs Kingdom, and don't miss a moment of what comes next.